I don't know the exact details. I'm not involved with DOT's plan, but definitely the idea was to really involve DOT from the very start so that precisely, not just kasi marami dun sa players, sorry sa mga fans, pero marami dyan may girlfriend at may asawa. So kasama ang mga girlfriend at asawa. At yung mga partners nila, ipinapasyal po yan. Alam ko po yun kasi not this particular tournament, but there's the world nations that we also have hosted many times. Yan yung pinupuntahan ng mga bata. I'm sure yung anak ni Senator Risa, yan yung tinutukoy niyang napupuntahan niya. And ine-entertain po natin na Philippines is known to be one of the best hosts talaga. I can at least attest for that part na yung typical Filipino hospitality. Nakakarating not just sa players, sa coaches and their team, but pati sa mga supporters nila. As to how effective it is, of course, we would all like to know na ma-maximize kasi tama naman din yung concern na ni-raise ni Senator Risa na sana na ma-maximize kasi gusto talaga natin ma-maximize na maikot nila ang buong, kung pwedeng buong Pilipinas habang nanonood po sila dito. Yun lang naman ang karagdagang info na gusto ko lang i-share sa lahat po.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. President. Mr. President, with the permission of the body, we move that the privileged speech of Senator Erwin Tulfo and all its interpolations and manifestations be referred to the committees on sports and games and amusements. So moved, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none, so referred.
Mr. President, we just have other matters before we adjourn. We'd like to, with the permission of the body, move to elect as chairperson, sans our distinguished colleague, Senator Lauren Legarda. She gave her go signal that she be replaced as the chairperson of the Committee on Accounts and to elect as chairman of the Committee on Accounts, Senator Panfilo Ping Lacson, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none, well, Senator Lacson is recognized.
No, with a heavy but whole heart, I accept, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none, Senator Ping Lacson is elected chairman of the Committee on Accounts.
Thank you, Mr. President. And we'd like just to put on record that also if we can ask the committee or the Rules Committee to make sure that Senator Lauren is still made a member of the committee and the good chairman would like to make her vice chairman of the committee.
All right.
And,
So noted.
thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, pursuant to Rule 10, Section 13 of the Rules of the Senate, I move to elect the following members of standing committees. For the Committee on Energy and the part of the majority, I move to elect Senator Wing Gatchalian as vice chairperson, Senators Bamakino, Senators Lito Lapid, Senator Legarda, Senator Pangilinan, and Senator Tulfo. And the part of the minority, Senator Raffy Tulfo, for clarity. And Senator Marcoleta as additional vice chairperson. I so move, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none, the nominated names are elected into the Committee on Energy.
For the Committee on Science and Technology and the part of the majority, I move to elect Senator Pia Cayetano upon the instruction of the chairperson to designate her as vice chairperson of the committee. I so move, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Mr. President, for the Committee on Sustainable Development Goals, Innovations and Futures Thinking, I move to elect on the part of the majority Senator Camille Villar as vice chairperson, and members are Senator Lito Lapid and Senator Lauren Legarda. I so move, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Upon consultation with Senator Ejercito, Mr. President, as chairperson, the following are retained as members of the Committee on Tourism. On the part of the majority, Senators Wing Gatchalian, Senator Lito Lapid, Senator Lauren Legarda, Senator Francis Pangilinan, Senator Raffy Tulfo, Senator Camille Villar, and Senator Mark Villar, with Senator De La Rosa as vice chairperson. I so move, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Mr. President, for the Committee on Banks and Financial Institutions, I move to elect Senator Alan Cayetano as vice chairperson, and as members of the majority, on the part of the majority, Senator Mark Villar, Senator Lauren Legarda, Senator Francis Pangilinan, Senator Wing Gatchalian, and Senator Camille Villar. And on part of the minorities, Senator Christopher Bongo, Senator Chis Escudero, and Senator Rodante Marcoleta. I so move, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Mr. President, for the Rules Committee, I move to elect the following members on the part of the minority: Senator Bato de la Rosa, and Senator Marcoleta. I so move, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Mr. President, for the Committee on Environment and Natural Resources and Climate Change, I move to elect the part of the minority, Senator Christopher Bongo, Senator Jingo Estrada, Senator Bato de la Rosa, Senator Marcoleta, and Senator Padilla. I so move, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
For the Committee on Higher Technical and Vocational Education, I move to elect Senators Christopher Go. For the part of the minority, Senators Christopher Go, Senator Jingo Estrada, Senator Bato de la Rosa, Senator Marcoleta, and Senator Escudero, Mr. President. So move.
Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
For the Committee on Accounts, Mr. President, I move to elect on the part of the minority, Senator Christopher Go, Bongo, Senator Marcoleta, Senator de la Rosa, and Senator Padilla. So move, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Mr. President, on the part for the Committee on Government Corporations and Public Enterprises, I move to elect the part of the minority, Senators Christopher Bongo, Senator Rodante Marcoleta, and Senator Bato de la Rosa.
Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Mr. President, for Committee on Urban Planning, Housing, and Resettlement, I move to elect on the part of the minority, Senator Christopher Bongo as Vice Chairperson, and as member, Senator Marcoleta. I so move, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
On the part, or rather, for the Committee on Urban Planning, Housing, and Resettlement, I move to elect the following Senator Jingo Estrada as Vice Chairperson, and the members of the majority are Senators Lito Lapid, Senator Mark Villar, Senator Camille Villar, Senator Rafi Tulfo, Senator Erwin Tulfo, Senator Lauren Legarda, and on the part of the minority, Senator Rodante Marcoleta, and Senator Christopher Bongo. I so move, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Mr. President, for the Committee on Cultural Communities and Muslim Affairs, I move to elect the following. As Vice Chairperson, Senator Christopher Bongo and Senator Lauren Legarda, and as members of the majority, Senators Mark Villar, Senator Erwin Tulfo, and Senator Camille Villar. I so move, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
For the Committee on Youth, I move to elect as member on the part of the minority, Senator Marcos. I so move, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
For the Committee on Constitutional Amendments and Revision of Codes, I move to elect Senator Pia Cayetano as Vice Chairperson, and members of the majority are Senators Bam-Aquino, Senator Sherwin Gatchalian, Senator Lapid, and Senator Legarda. I so move, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
On the part, or for the committee rather, on Labor, Employment, and Human Resource Development, I move to elect Senator Amy Marcos as Vice Chairperson, and members of the minority, or majority rather, Mr. President, Senators Bam-Aquino, Senator Wing Gatchalian, Senator Lito Lapid, Senator Erwin Tulfo, Senator Mark Villar, and Senator Camille Villar, and as members of the part of the minority, Senators Robin Hood Padilla, Senator Bongo, Senator Jingo Estrada, and Senator Rodante Marcoleta.
Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
For the Committee on Migrant Workers, I move to elect Senator Christopher Bongo as Vice Chairperson, and as members on the part of the majority, Senator Bam-Aquino, Senator Wing Gatchalian, Senator Lito Lapid, Senator Lauren Legarda, Senator Erwin Tulfo, and Senator Mark Villar, and on the part of the minority, Senators Robin Hood Padilla, Senator Jingo Estrada, Senator Amy Marcos, and Senator De La Rosa. I so move, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
And, Mr. President, in view of the reorganization of the Senate pursuant to Article 6, Section 17 of the 1987 Constitution, I move to elect the following members as members of the Senate Electoral Tribunal. Namely, Senator Pia Cayetano, Senator Kiko Pangilinan, Senator Bam-Aquino, Senator Camille Villar, Senator Alan Cayetano, and Senator Robin Hood Padilla. I so move, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none, enumerated names are hereby elected to the Senate Electoral Tribunal.
And as well as for the Committee on Public Information and Mass Media, I move to elect the following. Senator, these are new members. May I ask for a minute suspension, Mr. President?
Session suspended.
staff that when we read the Committee on Urban Planning, Housing, Resettlement, it was a wrong heading. It's the Committee on Public Info and Mass Media. So again, let me correct. The earlier manifestation on urban planning, housing, and resettlement is to be disregarded, and we are now calling that the members of the Committee on Public Info and Mass Media be Senator Estrada as Vice Chairperson, and as members of the part of the majority, Senator Lito Lapid, Senator Mark Villar, Senator Camille Villar, Senator Raffy Tulfo, Senator Erwin Tulfo, and Senator Legarda, and on the part of the minority, Senator Rodante Marcoleta and Senator Christopher Go. Mr. President, I so move.
Any objection? Hearing none, the correction is made. Motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. President. And for the Committee on Local Government, I move to elect as members of the part of the majority, Senators Win Gatchalian, Senator Lito Lapid, Senator Raffy Tulfo, Senator Mark Villar, Senator Bam Aquino, Senator Camille Villar, Senator Lauren Legarda. I so move, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
And we'd also like to move to elect Senator Raffy Tulfo as member of the Committee on Social Justice, Welfare, and Rural Development, Vice Senator Lito Lapid. I so move, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
With that, Mr. President, I move that we adjourn the session until 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Wednesday, September 24, 2025. I so move, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none. The session is adjourned until 3 o'clock in the afternoon of Wednesday, September 24, 2025.
Maraming salamat po, Mr. President.